Assalamu alaikum. Growing of plant on Mars is very difficult and challenging. So in this video we will understand about that how we can plantation and how we can grow the plant which that is the producer. So the currently plantation on Mars is big challenging, required many things like gaseous carbon dioxide rather than the frozen. So in the Mars, in carbon dioxide in the form of frozen on the pole side, on both pole of the Mars. So a liquid water rather than the ice to gaseous basically. So the sublimation will occur in the Mars, not liquid water present, but the ice, water ice will convert into the gas due to the low atmospheric pressure on the Mars. So carbon dioxide in the form of frozen 96% and oxygen trace. So this is the Mars which that contain two moon. So a temperature can be minus 69 degrees Celsius, not percentage but minus 69 degrees Celsius. Atmospheric pressure as compared to the Earth is 0.001% or some more less. So the reason of ice, H2O and carbon dioxide is low pressure on Mars, and that is why the water will not convert into the liquid, because liquid require too much pressure, the atmospheric pressure, but not present. Polar ice region, the temperature of polar ice region is more like Earth, but it is not more temperature but less, and temperature in equator is less. On the other hand, the carbon dioxide and water ice state. So remember, and the nitrogen is less than Earth. So that is why nitrogen is very important and requirement for the all plant. And the fixation of nitrogen is impossible. That is why nitrogen is not present. So the growing of the plant is not possible. So a less nitrogen and ice form of the carbon dioxide and water. So in this way, the atmospheric pressure is very less than Earth. So remember about that things. In this way, important things you should need to understand is that all these things which that inhibit the photosynthesis, because photosynthesis requires the sunlight. So in this way, the sunlight is very less because more farther away the Mars as compared to the Earth, and the distance more than Earth to such distance to sun distance is more. So in this way, not possible to produce the glucose and not possible to grow the plant, because even the carbon dioxide is not present in the form of gas. So how it can possible? On the other hand, basically this is the primary producer. Plant is known as the primary producer. Will not produce the oxygen and not consume the carbon dioxide. The DNA can also damage due to a radiation of the plant. So the plant DNA can damage. On the other hand, for example, if we will compare with the plant growth on Earth, so this is the Earth, and which that's contain one moon. So Earth contain a lot more liquid water and carbon dioxide in the form of gas, and also the water in the form of ice where the temperature will be low. So the atmospheric pressure 760 millimeter of mercury, while the carbon dioxide gas and water liquid are present. In this way, the carbohydrates and fats and protein will produce. So the carbohydrate, fats and protein basically consumed by the consumer when producer will produce like plant in the earth. So the byproduct of photosynthesis produce the oxygen, and oxygen is our need for the aerobic respiration. In this way, the oxygen basically used in the mitochondria, and the glucose and fat and carbohydrate basically will enter into the cell by the using of insulin, and will lead to enter, and in this basically carbohydrate convert glycolysis to produce pyruvate, and that pyruvate will consume in the mitochondria to produce more ATP in the electron transport chain by the using of oxygen. But in the Mars, no possibility. So what plant not grow? Why plant not grow? That is the question. Thin atmosphere 0.6% as compared to Earth is the number one. Extreme cold environment, lack of liquid water, soil composition, iron oxide, which gives the red color but not nitrogen. So the nitrogen is very, very important for plant growth because the synthesis of nitrogen amino acid is possible due to the nitrogen fixation. So the nitrogen fixing bacteria and nodules are not present. So that is why. And high level of the perchlorates present which that not grow the plant, and radiation damage also due to the not ozone layer are present or thin sheet of the atmosphere. Regard to the Elon Musk, which that explain about the transformation of Mars like a Earth, we can launch the nuclear blast in the rocket, and we can create the two sun on the both pole of the Mars to create more heat and more nuclear fission reaction to produce carbon dioxide more in the form of gaseous state rather than the ice, and water vapor can also increase, but in this way the nitrogen still not present. So how it can be possible to growth of the plant? So that is very difficult, but it is not impossible. It can be possible to increase the atmospheric pressure due to the increase of the carbon dioxide and a lot more things, and the possibility of plant growth very less, and conversion of ice, carbon dioxide plus water into gas and liquid require atmospheric pressure. So we should build the atmospheric pressure can be possible. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video for the bye. Allah Hafiz.